Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new TV show review. And today I am doing a spoiler review for episodes 1 and 2 for the brand new Disney Plus original and MCU show, WandaVision. Before I get into my spoiler thoughts of the first 2 episodes of WandaVision, let me know your thoughts of this show to begin the first 2 episodes in the comments section down below. This is definitely Marvel's biggest swing, biggest chance, their most different thing they have out there. Let me know if it stuck with you or it has not in the comment section down below. Also, please like this video. That's the best way to support my channel. Please do that. Subscribe, ring the bell, do all of those things. If you're interested in movie reviews, TV show reviews, streaming platform reviews, and movie rankings, all of those things are great. Please subscribe and consider ringing that bell so you're notified when those videos drop on my channel. Every single Friday morning, I'll be giving you my spoiler thoughts of the brand new episodes of WandaVision. Obviously, we got 2 this week, but for the next couple Fridays, I'll be going every new Friday, every new episode of WandaVision. I'll be doing a spoiler breakdown on this channel. So let's get into my thoughts without further ado. So I was so pumped for this show. The trailers really actually hit me because the MCU finally is taking a huge chance, a huge swing for this show to work. It's the most unique and different thing they have done so far. Obviously, this is the first MCU TV show. They've made 23 films, and this is the TV show. Obviously, we're getting Falcon Winter Soldier right after this show concludes. We're going to get Loki as well this year and some other films like Black Widow and the Eternals. So we're pretty set with MCU stuff after going without 2020 without any MCU product. And I'll say this, I really dig this show. I am really hooked, especially that opening episode. I did prefer episode 1 over episode 2. And before I get into my thoughts on the spoilers, this is a spoiler review. So if you didn't see the tag of the video, this is a spoiler review. So if you're just joining me for the first time, welcome. Definitely watch these first 2 episodes of WandaVision and then come back to this review. And now let's get into it. So obviously, I was really pumped also because Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany are really 2 of the most underrated actors in Hollywood, and they're finally getting a lead. I just saw Paul Bettany lead in an Amazon Prime film a couple months ago called Uncle Frank. That's one of my favorite performances of the year so far. It's a really great movie. Definitely check it out on Prime. But Olsen, I haven't really seen outside of the MCU. I know Wind River and Ingrid Goes West are very well acclaimed films, but I haven't seen those films. So this is my first look at Elizabeth Olsen in a lead role. Bettany, I know, is such a good actor, so I was really pumped as well. And first of all, the first episode, we're basically in a sitcom for sure in these first 2 episodes. I got a lot of I Love Lucy vibes in the first episode, as we're totally in black and white. Vision goes off to go to work. Wanda is staying at home with her new neighbor friend, who's played by Catherine Hahn, who, by the way, knows exactly what show she is in. I love Catherine Hahn in a lot of different stuff, and she's such a funny actress. It's nice to see her in an MCU thing as well. Obviously, she'll more likely be the villain of the show, but at the beginning, it's really nice to see her and Olsen have really great chemistry on screen. It's the usual 1940s I Love Lucy. Similar, they find out they have to, Paul Bettany's boss and his wife, who's played by Eric's mom in Topher Grace's mother, his character, Topher Grace's mom in that 70s show. And they want to come over because it's Paul Bettany's boss and they're trying to make sure if he can get a promotion. So they have a whole joke about there's a heart on the calendar and they're thinking of an anniversary, but they don't know what the heart signifies until the heart is the person named, the last name is Hart, and they come over for dinner. There's a lot of funny jokes. I was laughing so hard in this scene when Paul Bettany's bosses came over and Elizabeth Olsen was trying to create this food with her unique abilities, and Vision was trying to tour them away from the kitchen, even though it sounded like a mess in there. Just hilarious, funny moments. It's a Sokovian joke about that. Elizabeth Olsen thought it was the anniversary, so she got into a pretty outfit, and the excuse was that Paul Bettany said, Vision said that she's Sokovian, it's European. And all these jokes really landed for me, and especially when Vision starts singing to distract the couple from looking into the kitchen, and it's just very funny stuff. It's a very MCU humor, yes, but it's very 1940s humor. Right? I was laughing a lot because the dialogue is so authentic. I've seen I Love Lucy multiple episodes, and the dialogue is so authentic to 1940s. It's not just cheesy, but it fits the time, and it fits the situations that are going on between Wanda and Vision. We obviously open up with that with the theme song. We've had a different theme song in the first two episodes, which I'm also quite enjoying. We basically get to the end of the episode. We saw that big scene in the trailer where the Paul Bettany's boss starts to get very angry at Vision and Wanda for not explaining their story. They're very confused because they can't tell their story. They're just lying to themselves in this in Wanda's world. And I thought that was very nice that they can't remember the anniversary. They can't remember where they got married, when they got married, and all that type of stuff. When they moved in, I thought that was all very brilliant stuff from the dialogue and the screenplay point of view. Obviously, Benny and Olsen were on their A game these first two episodes. Really great stuff. I can't wait to watch them more and more throughout this show. As we get to the end, obviously, his boss chokes on something, and then they just leave. Nice jokes there, and then we end on Wanda and Vision. We also had a commercial in between all this. We had a commercial first, a 1940s basically commercial. This one, which included a Stark Industry Easter egg, and then the second episode had a watch that was Hydra and called the Strucker, which is, of course, Strucker was the person who was the head of the Hydra facility where they kept Quicksilver and Wanda back in Avengers Age of Ultron. So a lot of nice Easter eggs. I can't wait to watch some more Easter eggs and we watch these episodes before next week's episode. So the first episode I thought was hilarious. It hooked me into the show instantly with its feel. Then we move into the second episode, and it's all revolving around this talent show that is going on. They're trying to fit in. Wanda and Vision are trying to fit into this town because there are rumors about them and some of their unique abilities. So they're trying to fit into this town. Once again, they have to split off. Vision goes to this neighborhood town hall kind of thing, and it's hilarious. It's just men gossiping, which is very authentic too as well. We do gossip, not just girls. I think it's funny that women and men gossip in their own weird ways. I thought it was hilariously done in this show. Wanda goes off to do her thing, and we actually get to see this character played by character named Geraldine, who we know is actually played by the actress who is playing Monica Rambeau. So we also have some of that added into the show. So we know Monica is somehow already in this world. You know, she's not. She doesn't know she's Monica Rambeau. So some nice little Easter eggs here, tidbits throughout the show. As I said, the watch Easter egg with the Hydra link also happened in this episode. And we get to that talent show, and then we see that Vision eats a piece of gum. He continues to joke about that he can't eat real food. He doesn't eat, so he eats the gum, and it kind of messes him up. And the talent show is also very hilarious. Catherine Hahn also hilarious in the audience as well. But the big thing in the episode is that when Elizabeth Olsen was with the main person, I forgot her name, but the main person who runs the talent show, they were talking, and we see that clock, and we hear Randall Park's character from Ant-Man and the Wasp. We knew he was coming into the show. He says, "Wanda, why are you in this world?" Blah, 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 blah. Says this stuff on the clock, and this kind of the first main thing where like something is kind of off. The first episode fell off because Wanda and Vision couldn't recount when they got married, when they moved in, why they moved in, and that felt off about the first episode. We finally get some, and the end of the episode, we see someone watching the TV show writing stuff down. We'll get to those Easter eggs in a little bit as well. So we get to hear Randall Park's character for the very first time. So after that hilarious talent show sequence, they come home. We find out that Wanda is pregnant, which is confirmed from the trailers. We know that their kids in the comics are Wicket and Speed, which are mutants. So this will be the first mutants of the MCU. They are also twins, and it looks like they are setting up Wicket and Speed here in the MCU. Wanda is pregnant. And then when they kiss, Wanda, is this real? She says yes. They go outside, and there's someone coming out of the the sewage area. He comes out onto the road, and he's wearing like a beekeeper outfit, and he stares at WandaVision, and Wanda says no. They rewind. They do the same scene they just did, except it ends on a happy note. And we end the episode once again seeing that television, someone watching the TV show, and we hear Randall Park's voice again as we end episode 2. So I really enjoyed these first 2 episodes. I did prefer episode 1 over episode 2. I thought I laughed a lot more in episode 1, and it hooked me instantly. A really great pilot episode for a TV show. I am so pumped for WandaVision as we go forward. As I said, I will not give a score for this season until I am done the actual show. So stay tuned to my episode 9, the season finale review. We have 7 more weeks of this show. We have 9 episodes, is what has been announced. So 9 episodes, 2 have been released. The critics have seen 3, and we're about to catch up with the critics next week with that 3rd episode. So if you like this WandaVision spoiler review, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, ring the bell, and comment. Do all of those things, please. And come back next week as I'll give you my spoiler review of episode 3 of WandaVision. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys very, very soon.